Holy crap, I did not expect this response. Thanks, Michelle.
Hey.
How's life been treating you these last few years? I haven't seen you since senior year.
Well, Duke is great. Finally nice to be around people on your level. You know how it is. How's life on your end?
To answer your question, life's sort of been up and down with the last few years. Lot of stuff has changed.
Like what?
1. My attitude. I've slowly been trying to bring back the old me that I was around before you guys met me. Also, my looks. Now I have spiky hair and I've noticed, now that everyone's hairdo looks the same, it's borderline creepy.
You're spiking it now. New look, new you. I guess haha makes sense. Yeah, I never noticed how everyone else's haircut is the same. I guess the collegiate hairdo is overplayed, even though it's been around for upwards of 50 years. Personally, I find it kind of trite.
Trite? Never heard it phrased like that before.
I mean, I used it like the adjective it is.
I understand what you mean. I've just never heard it said by my peers here, that's all.
Well, if it's trite, it's trite.
True.
It's like when you're trying to explain to someone what a paradox or juxtaposition is and they're like, what?
Yeah, it flies right over their head. In all honesty, I'm getting tired of people not understanding me on a philosophical level.
Exactly. You should totally start a blog.
Maybe I'm already busy with my projects as it is. Well, for the last 8 years I've been creating video games, such as working on the stories, music, design, and themes.
What exactly is your philosophy about?
Well, you saw a bit of that in my note.
So a philosophy only on love and God. There must be more to life than that.
I said a bit. It's not everything. I'm trying to decide what to do for part 3.
Your preferential woman.
That's not bad, although that will take a bit to describe.
Well, I literally cannot wait to read it.
It will take a while to gather my thoughts.
It is a rather convoluted subject matter.
Yes, it's pretty particular, yet accepting at the same time. Like you said, convoluted. I like the cool night air, very peaceful.
Perfect for pondering.
Exactly. Then again, I do that 24/7. There is always something bouncing around in my mind.
So nice to hear, especially when all I can see around me sometimes are just dumb sheeple.
Oh man, I see the same group of idiots in class every freaking day, every type. Frankly, it makes me annoyed, and what's worse, they actually believe people like us to be the idiots when in reality we are able to think on a much higher level than most, especially for college students.
I would have never guessed that about you.
Yeah, most never did know, nor did they attempt to ask, which explains why I was so quiet during high school. Plus I tried to avoid drawing attention to myself.
So I have a question to ask you.
Sure, go ahead.
Why were you so surprised to hear from me, or surprised about the comment?
Well, a couple reasons. One, I'm not used to getting responses simply because most people ignore what I say thinking it's BS, and I don't know a thing. 2. It's not every day to see someone immediately understand what one says, no matter how high the level of thinking. The ability to truly understand is a rare thing. Plus, it's really rare when I explain what I think, since everyone is so used to me being the quiet, reserved type, so most don't know how to handle a situation like that.
I see. It's great to see someone who shares the same love of philosophy I do.
Really? How long have you known this?
Known what?
This paradox. Not many do know. I'm a mystery to most people. I don't show everything up front. I'm always thinking one step ahead of the game, and I'm really good at hiding how much I really know about something. It's been like this since high school.
Well, in that case, what would you say is the best philosopher that best represents your outlook on life?
I'm not sure. I can point to only one. I like to think of myself as an amalgamation of different philosophies, so much so that I can't narrow it down. But at the same time, I didn't look towards any philosophy at first to understand the world. I just observed for years and years, and worked my mind to the brink to discover what makes sense, and what doesn't. It's not easy to explain.
So in a crunch, give me like 3 who would best describe what you think.
Give me a moment, this is tough. I guess if I had to pick a few, it would be Plato, Friedrich Nietzsche, and I know he's not a philosopher, but Sigmund Freud really fascinates me for some reason. I think it's because everyone tries to prove him wrong. There's probably a couple more, but I can't remember at the moment.
Plato is an interesting choice for you. It surprises me.
Why is that? I enjoy his allegory in the cave piece.
Well, it's just odd, because you seem more beliefs-based as opposed to knowledge-based, and in Plato's sense of those words it is rather contradictory.
Like I said, it's a combination of different philosophies, not in the least bit easy to understand. Now granted, I haven't read everything by Plato, but I'm trying to see if any more philosophers have reached the same understanding, just for curiosity's sake. In a sense, after observing the world for so long, I just reached this mindset and learned other people in the past had different parts of the same philosophy or outlook I have.
At such a young age you have a lot to catch up on. The philosophers have a huge head start on you.
I catch on pretty quick.
I can certainly see that. So where are you going to school again?
I'm at Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama.
What made you decide there?
Well, one, my cousin Brian graduated here in the 90s, and he and I are a lot alike, so he thought I would like it. Also, I thought it would be best if I went to a school far from anyone who knew me.
A shame you still think you are surrounded by idiots at Samford.
Not all of them are idiots. Most of my friends are pretty cool, but with my current plans for next year I will have to make them aware of the situation.
What plans?
I will mostly be returning to North Carolina next year, attending Chapel Hill, in order to be close to my job. Granted, I don't like big schools, but I will likely so busy with work I won't even notice.
Work?
Yeah, classes plus my job at a real video game studio, so I will likely be pretty busy over the next few years.
Have you already applied to UNC?
Yeah, the application's almost done, and will be sent out soon.
Okay, I am going to bed. I really hope to see a new note soon. Pressure is on.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.